This is a memorial for old Corporal Harold Jobe. He was killed in action August 4th, 1944, near St. Louis, France. Harold gave his life rather than risk the lives of his men. His bravery may never be broadcast to the world, but he will live forever in the hearts of those who knew him. What a great memorial. Good job, Harold.
Sometimes God speaks to us, not with words, but through moments, through the wind, through the silence, through a peace we can't quite explain. In Hapala Park, there's a sacred space known as Jobe Glen, a place where love, memory, and faith come together. Years ago, during World War II, a young man named Harold Glenn Jobe left his home in Covina to serve his country. In 1944, during D-Day, Harold lost his life. His father, Charles Jobe, felt the depth of grief no words could heal, but he turned his sorrow into faith, planting trees, creating a peaceful glen, and placing a monument to honor his son and all those who have given their lives. Jobe Glen became a living prayer. Every tree, every stone, every ripple in the creek spoke of God's love, reminding those who visited that life is eternal and love never dies. It is a place to pause, to reflect, and to give thanks for the generations who have come before us. Even today, as the wind moves through the branches, you can feel it, a quiet reminder from God that He is with us, that He sees our pain, that He comforts our hearts, and that His peace surrounds us. Walking through Jobe Glen, you are walking through a testament of faith, of a Father's love, and of God's eternal presence. So take a moment to pray, to be thankful, and to remember in this sacred space, you are reminded that though life is fleeting, God's love endures forever, and the memories of those we love remain in His hands. Let this be a place to slow down, to breathe, to feel God's presence, and to give thanks for life, love, and the beautiful souls who have gone before us.
Now, this is a relic of a bygone era. Children who didn't ever know what a tablet or a phone was, children used to use these contraptions for what they call play. P-L-A-Y. It's a word that people are unsure of what it actually meant, but it had to do with some sort of physical, recreational exertion. Parents, especially mothers, would bring their children to these contraptions. We're not sure of the original names. Some people think that might be called a slide. We think you slid on it, and they would wear their children out so they'd go home and sleep. Old-fashioned, a relic of the past for sure.
A veces, Dios nos habla no con palabras, sino con momentos, con el viento, con el silencio, con la paz que sentimos sin explicación. En Hapala Park, en Covina, existe un lugar donde esos susurros se sienten más fuertes. Jobe Glen no es solo un parque, es un espacio donde el alma descansa. Hace muchos años, en tiempos difíciles como los de la Guerra Mundial II, un joven lleno de vida partió en ese lugar confiando en Dios, dejando atrás a su familia y todo lo que amaba. Su camino llegó hasta 1944, en los días de D-Day, donde su historia en esa tierra terminó, pero no su esencia. Porque cuando una vida se entrega con amor, Dios la guarda para siempre. Su padre, con el corazón roto, buscó respuestas y en lugar de rendirse al dolor, se acercó más a Dios y ahí entendió algo poderoso, que el amor verdadero nunca muere, que la fe transforma el dolor en propósito y que incluso en la pérdida Dios sigue obrando. Así nació Job Glen, un lugar donde cada árbol es testigo de fe, donde cada rincón invita a orar, donde el silencio no está vacío, está lleno de la presencia de Dios. Hoy, cuando caminas por ahí, no estás solo. Dios camina contigo, te escucha, te abraza en lo invisible y quizás sin darte cuenta, ese lugar te recuerda que todo tiene un propósito, que cada prueba fortalece el alma y que el amor que damos en esta vida nunca se pierde. Si algún día visitas este lugar, no vayas con prisa. Ve con el corazón abierto, mira al cielo, respira profundo y habla con Dios, porque en Job Glen no solo recuerdas una historia, te encuentras con Él.
The story of Harold Job continues. These plaques memorialize the 25 boys who grew up in Covina who died serving our country during World War II. These plaques are replicas of the ones that Mr. Charles Job made, Harold's father. They used to hang from these trees that we were looking at earlier, where the boys used to play. They used to hang from the trees in the 40s and 50s, the same trees that the boys once played in with Mr. Job's son Harold. After the war, Mr. Job built this Memorial Glen, this little build-up here, as a tribute to his son and to the others that gave their lives.